Hey everyone. What we're going to do today is a finesse jig. In the vise we have a 5/16 ounce round head, weedless round head, with a 2-aught Mustad 32-796 heavy wire hook. Uh, this is going to be real simple, real easy, but the reason I wanted to show you this is I believe if you've ever used an Aiken style jig and knew how effective they were, uh, I think this is going to be like that, only on steroids. This is a new color. Uh, the camera really isn't doing it any justice, or my lighting, but this is called green pumpkin orange camo, green pumpkin orange camo, and it has that uh, pumpkin brown look to it, but in reality, it's an orange tinted green pumpkin. There's these big orange spots, just like the green pumpkin camo, only that the darker areas that are indented are orange. And there's black flake, which I'm pretty sure you could see some of the black flake. There's black flake throughout this. Now, the one thing I will tell you with this paint, it does not like the fluid bed. If you paint this with a fluid bed, what's going to happen is you're not going to get any of this black flake, or you'll get a dark black spot where it's all in one area, and you don't get uh, these orange dots. It'll look like an orangey pumpkin type color. You won't get any of the effect. The other thing is, if you subscribe to that area of powder painting where you heat the jig up just enough that the powder sticks but it doesn't gloss over, that's not going to work either. I've tried it that way, and what happens is, if you have an area where it's only light coverage and you have to go over it, once you have to go over it, it's done. The same way with, if you miss any, if you get a little dull spot, it won't come out right. This is very finicky paint, but it is awesome, because if you ever seen, like, if you're fishing an area that has that orangey brown clay type bottom, there's no way you're going to see this. It's going to be almost camouflage against that type of brown. It's almost identical to that color. Really nice paint, to be honest with you. I really love this color, and that's what made me do this video today. And it's going to, like I said, it's going to be the simplest thing, but I believe the fact that we're using the 2-aught hook, so we're making a little more compact, along with the color pattern, I think it's going to be extremely effective. And again, it's a 5/16 weedless round head with the 2-aught Mustad 32-796 heavy wire hook. We're going to start with some 210 denier flat wax nylon thread in black, and just get a quick base started here. Sorry for rambling on, but I had to explain this paint. And I know my camera is terrible. I mean, it's old and it's cheap, but my lighting doesn't help either. But this color is phenomenal. I really like it. And with this material, it's like it was made to go together. First thing we're going to do, 1 tab of Nature's Edge Orange. One of my favorite deals here with this skirt material, Nature's Edge. I'm a big fan of this. Gives it that mottled appearance, more natural colors without going overboard. And instead of tying in half and a half, I'm only using two tabs of material here, so I don't need to do that. This works just fine. And second one is Green Pumpkin Nature's Edge. That's how easy this is. Simple two color. This is one where if you wanted to wire time, if you want to, like, if you cast your own jigs, you could basically cast this with the weed guard in place and put your material in and wire tie it. It's really wire tying is good for patterns like this, two colors. Now one of the reasons I'm doing it with thread is I'm going to put some flare on this. I'm going to get the material to flare out pretty well. Just got to make sure I get it. I don't want any material heavier in one spot than the next, and it's try to get this distributed a little bit cleaner. That's pretty good. And what I'm doing here is I'm feeling for the ring of the collar. Because we're making this really tight with the two tabs. Because we want to get some really good flare. And that's it. We're going to whip finish it. Just going to make sure I don't trap any material. So taking my time here. And trim it off. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the head cement on, but we're going to put the weed guard in, and we're going to put a trailer on. Okay. Now we're going to cut our material just the top of the head. That's kind of like the fail safe there. And maybe about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half beyond the bend of the hook. Okay. Now, my friend gave me some trailers to check out, and it's perfect for this pattern and this jig. And this is a Missile Baits mini D chunk. These look pretty wild, but when I did this with the chunk, it came out really well. So I figured I'll throw this on here. And you see there's two different sides to this. There's that ribbed side, and then, well, the wide ribs and the smaller ribs. And I put the smaller ribs facing up towards the hook point. And then we're going to throw in our weed guard, some Loctite super glue gel. Doesn't matter what you use, whatever brand that you prefer. Just make sure it's the gel control. And that's it. I bet you this thing is going to get smashed. Uh, Again, I've made a lot of these jigs and fished them, but I think the combination of that trailer with the paint and that green pumpkin orange color, um, the way it works with this, um, I think that's just going to be a wicked little deal right there. Like I said, this is no little light wire jig. It's a heavy wire, 5/16 ounce. You can throw this on a medium heavy casting setup. 15, 17 pound line should be good to go. There you have it. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Talk to you later.